No worries. Yeah, where are you? Okay, sending the left leg up and back, inhale. As you exhale, squeeze it on in, knee to your nose, step your foot between your hands. I'm getting a little sweaty too. Drop the back heel. We'll start in warrior one. Inhale, rise up. Yeah, just 'cause it's warrior one. We gotta pay it its respects. Feel free to bring your hands to your heart as you arrange your feet. So heel to heel, which you may already be, or heel to arch if you like a slightly narrower stance, but squeeze the outer left hip in. Get the knee to come right over the middle toe. Chest open, shoulders open, arms open. Yeah. Zip the low belly. So a couple of big sensations. Besides the stretch to the inner thighs, besides your shoulders, right, I know. But the other thing that needs to happen that doesn't necessarily is that outer left hip gets a little squeezy, or really squeezy actually. That's what's gonna help keep that knee over the toe, and your knee's nice and happy and healthy. Keep zipping the low belly and then press the back leg straight because it likes to get a little squishy in the knee back there. So keep all that stuff happening. Really nice, you guys. And then we'll just reverse our arms. So this time the right arm up and over the top, and the left arm comes underneath. So this side may be quite different from the first side. So maybe, the door closed. Maybe this side you need a strap and the first side you didn't, or vice versa. Breathe into whatever you find here. Right, yeah. There's a block, I think, that kind of helps to prop the door open. Thank you, Bob. I didn't think it was that windy. All right, here we go. You can stay right here. Right, keep stretching up through the right elbow tip. Consider softening the bottom front ribs in, or maybe shifting the left hip back and coming into a variation of Utthita Parsvakonasana. Try not to end up facing the floor, right? Lift yourself up a little bit if all you can see is the mat. Try and roll your chest open. This is a big challenge in this pose. So as the left ribs roll under, the left hip keeps rolling under, the right ribs attempt to roll back. Reach through the right elbow tip. Really reach. Yeah, and then there we go. And then press the outer edge of the right foot into the floor. Try and lift the arch. Get that whole right side so long. Yes, you guys. Press into your back foot. Inhale, come up. Release the arms. Warrior two. Exhale. The hands to the floor. Step it back. Shazam. Yes, you guys, very nice. How are we doing? We're doing good. Breathe. Yeah, Try and relax your face, your jaw, your eyes. Find your breath. Rest if you need to, but steady, steady, steady. Awesome. Okay. One more thing over there. One more thing. We'll come right into warrior two. Just one last thing. Send your right leg up and back. Inhale. As you exhale, squeeze it on in, knee to your nose. As your foot comes between your hands, this time when you drop the back heel, let's just set up for Vira 2. So you're heel to heel or heel to arch. Squeeze the outer right hip in and windmill yourself on up. The glorious warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Yes, you guys. All right. So we're not going to do a ton of stuff here. We're just going to come back into our Utthita and take some kind of a wrap. So reach nice and long forward. I was going to start wrapping, Rapper's Delight or something, but I changed my mind. Right hand down, left arm to the sky. So maybe your hand is on the floor or fingertips or on a block, possibly even forearm to knee. This is nice too. Take the top arm. Start by just reaching it up, up, up to get wide across your chest. Then spin the palm around, thumb to the mirror, and then the hand comes behind you to the low back. Maybe it grabs onto your inner thigh. Some of you guys, if you're feeling pretty stretchy, maybe the right arm comes under and the left arm comes behind you and you grab the wrist and then you gently see if it's a possibility for your arms to start to straighten. They may not, don't force that. Yes, you guys, roll that top shoulder back again. Same idea here, trying to open your chest to face the ceiling, which is a huge challenge in this pose. That's the ticket. Yes, you guys, keep pulling the outer right hip under, zipping the low belly up. Press the outer edge of the back foot. Take 2 more breaths. Soften your mouth, your eyes, your face. Gently release the wrap, arms wide. Press into the back foot. Inhale, come up, warrior 2. Take the reverse just as a glorious counter stretch. Left hand down, right palm flips. Oh my gosh. Reach it up and back. Try and lift the back ribs up off your waist. Stretch. Inhale up and exhale. Hands down, step back. Through the vinyasa you go. That is a nice breeze. Good, you guys. It is a coffee breeze. Smell that coffee, yeah. The omnipresent Starbucks, yes. All right, you guys, so just one more side. And really, it's just the one couple things. It's really not that big of a deal. Send your left leg up and back. It's totally fine. Step your foot forward between your hands. Awesome, everybody. Okay. Back heel down, so get that arrangement, heel to arch. Whatever's more comfortable. They're both good. Yeah, windmill up. My teacher lately has been a lot of heel to heel, but they're definitely taught, this pose is definitely taught both ways, heel to arch. So you can decide, I think, for yourself. Always, in every pose, you can lift your low belly pretty much. So get the front knee a little more straight ahead, and get your back leg straight. So instead of it being bent this way, straighten that back leg. And your toes to me on your back foot. Yeah, more even. Yeah, there you go. Keep pushing the left knee to the left. Really push it wide. Squeeze the outer left hip in. And then here we go. Reach and stretch nice and long forward. Take a big breath. Exhaling the hand to the floor. Fingertips block. Forearm to knee. These are all great options. Yeah. And just reach the top arm to the sky and get wide. Make that space. Turn the palm, thumb back towards your back foot, and then bring it around behind you. Maybe you just rest your hand on your low back. Maybe you hook the inner thigh. Maybe, that left arm comes underneath, and you grab the right wrist with your left hand, and you gently see if maybe your hands want to reach towards your back foot and get the arms kind of straight. But this arm comes inside and under. Yes, like that. And then, can we lean that top shoulder back? Very nice. Keep softening the bottom front ribs in and rooting the outer edge of the back foot into the floor. Back leg super straight. Very nice, you guys. Zip your belly. Maybe look up at the ceiling, but can you relax your face? Last big breath. Awesome, you guys. Very nice. Gently release the arms wide. Press into your back foot. Inhale, come up. And just enjoy the reverse. It's a dessert. Right hand down, left palm flips. Oh, so sweet. Reach it back. Lift the back ribs up off the waist. Inhale, come up. And exhale. Let it go. Hands down. Step back. Take the vinyasa. Don't take the vinyasa. You guys know it's entirely up to you. Good job, you guys. Very nice. All right. Excellent. Okay. One last thing, just for fun. Just for fun. This is going to be one of those, like, just for fun, for realsies. Press back, except no pregnant people doing this. You'll just do the hip stretch part, and that's it. Okay. Bend your knees, lift your heels, look between your hands, step or flip. Bring your feet to your hands. Good. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees. Reach your arms, Utkatasana. Bring your hands to your heart. So, same that we did earlier, that same twist. We're going to cross the left ankle over the right knee. And see if we can come in elbow, forearm, elbow, tricep, upper arm, right? And maybe the hands can sort of fall to the floor. Bend. Right, I find that it's much easier to get into this with my hips high, right? If I sink down too much, it's a big struggle. So try and get your foot above your elbow. This is kind of essential to the whole operation. And then you'll plant your hands shoulder distance apart, stand your foot on the back of your arm, heart forward, gaze forward, and then maybe, right, the right foot lifts up, and you come into grasshopper. Grasshopper, just for fun. Yes, Maya, really stand on the back of your arm. Heart forward, ah! You have to really lengthen your chest away. It's a grasshopper. Good, you guys. Yes, Ben. Awesome. It takes some practice and some pretty stretchy hips and pretty nice upper body strength. It is weird. It's a big, twisty, hip stretchy arm balance. So yes, it's not going to feel totally normal. Yes, Reagan, now try and get so close. All right, I think it's easier to come from chair. I have also been taught coming into this from more of a squat position, but I think it's easier with my hips up. So I teach it that way, but feel free to have your hips lower if that's more comfortable for you. The key to the whole operation is as you come into this, right, from the bent knee, is to get your foot higher than your elbow. That's essential. If that doesn't happen, the arm balance isn't going to happen. So you're just going to keep practicing the twist part and try and get your elbow below your foot. Right, that needs to happen. And then you bend, plant the hands. Right, so I just like to go sideways. Heart forward, gaze forward, stand on the back of your arm, and then the foot lifts, and you reach away. Right, ta-da, grasshopper, grasshopper. I don't know why I have to say it with that sort of Asian accent thing happening. Too many martial arts movies. Yeah. Too much kung fu. Too much kung fu. Yes, Reagan, heart forward, gaze forward. A little bit more. You have to be willing to face plant a couple of times at least in order for that to ever happen. Totally. So, awesome, you guys. Yes, Suzette, bend your elbows. Bend, bend, bend. Heart forward, gaze forward. A little bit more foot on your back of the arm, but you're very close. Yeah, when you get sweaty, then your foot just like, woo, right off the back edge there. Okay, awesome, you guys. Yeah. Oh, you can then send your legs straight up in the air. Oh, wait, what are you doing, Padmasana? Oh, never mind. Never mind. Yeah. Ben is Cirque du Soleil, huh? Oh, yeah. Yes, well, yeah. It's hard in Lotus. Yes, it is. Thank you for reaffirming that. I think it's nice for everyone to hear that you're saying something is hard, so that's good. Yay, right? Like, really, thank God. Stuff's hard for him, too. Okay, let's take a couple minutes if you want. I mean, we're going to take a couple minutes. You can do an inversion, or you can maybe put your legs up the wall, Viparita Karani. So if you're feeling like, whoa, I can't even think about doing a handstand or anything like that right now, lie on your back, legs up the wall. And my pregnant friend, this might be the most awesome option for you, is to just use your bolster and kind of prop yourself up and then maybe Supta Baddha Konasana, or legs up the wall might be a bit much, just so much pressure, but yeah, you can relax right now. Otherwise, yeah, maybe handstand, headstand, Pincha Mayurasana, the forearm balance. I can certainly help you with whatever variation you want to do if you're not sure what to do. Lots of great handstand prep things. This is the really nice, easy level 1 handstand prep, right? Standing at the wall. Then if that feels comfortable, let's take it up a notch. We'll go level 2 handstand prep. Plant your hands about your leg distance away from the wall. Chest to the wall like you're doing down dog, you guys. Press it in. And just get your feet about hip high and try and stack your shoulders. I'm actually a little far away, but right, try and be here. And then if that feels good, maybe play with, just taking a foot off, right? Maybe the other foot. You don't have to do anything crazy. Just stay here and work your strength. And if that feels good, then you can turn it around. Plant your hands, shoulder distance, scoop your belly, decide which leg you want to throw up, right? Bend and just see what happens. Give it a little kick and try and get to the wall. And then you're just going to try and stay here. And then maybe you'll try and start to balance by pulling a foot away, maybe the other foot. Oops. Right, find your handstand. Oh, one leg at a time to come down, right? One leg. Sorry. One leg. Okay. I'm like, wait, no, don't do that. Okay. Come on up, or Viparita Karani is fine too. It's going to happen. Today's the day. Today's the day. All right, let me know if anybody wants some help. Benny, it's so funny that you're doing that because I did that very headstand rather last night. Yes, with the backs of the hands. Isn't that funny? It's kind of funny that, because I never do that, and I did it last night, and now you're doing it, which I think is hilarious.
When I was breakdancing, I would play with.
Oh, right on. Oh. Yeah.
Ended up incorporating it into some modern ballet shows.
Right on.
I stay in there first when I'm dancers.
Oh, wow. That's exhausting. Yeah, hands. And then you're going to put your feet on the wall and press your chest to the wall like you're doing down dog. Right? Don't get your feet too high. Yeah, exactly, Tara. Yes, just like that. And you could do the same thing. Shoulders this way. Yeah. And you try and get your legs straight and your hips about your feet about hip high. Right. Yes, Lon, nice. You can have your feet a tiny bit higher, actually. Good, you guys. And then the other thing is to just wrap the triceps in. Yes, exactly. Arms super straight. Squeeze your forearms towards each other. Very nice. Yeah, that happens. Nice, Jane. Good, you guys. How's it going, Julie? Nice. Yes, I know. This would be so good. Not too much kicking, Barb. There, nice. Belly in, hips. Oh, it's right there. I want to just pull on you, but I'm not going to because I know you can do it and it won't help. Yeah. You're getting there too, Lon. Think about your hips to the wall. Oh, not bad. There it is. That was closer. Yeah, because she's doing a lot of things that you do. Ooh, you're getting there. So this needs to move towards the wall. Not your hands necessarily, but just your hips as you kick up. Yeah, shoot your hips back. Oh, rest. Yeah. Oh, yeah, shake it out. I'm not trying to make you do too much right now. Yes, this looks great, you guys. Yeah, there's a little, that happens. Oh, nice, Bob. Good. Oh, my God, Julie. You're so going to do it. A little bit, yeah. I'm like, wait, nah. I can see your shoulders sitting, like they're not doing it. I think you guys are definitely rocking this out. Yeah. Oh, Charlene, that looks awesome. Squeeze your forearms towards each other, like the inner elbow even. Yeah. Because you get a little hyperextension thing right here. Yeah, I see that. Yeah. We'll work on that. Yeah, right. We'll work on that because we want to get a little bit of this. Yeah.
Yeah, I tend to.
So, but right now you're getting a little bit, like it's doing something funny out this way. So keep, that action happening and then just a little bit of pressing the outer upper arm out. Yeah. It's hard to wrangle. It's really hard to wrangle. And then just push this out right here. Oh, it's so hard. It's hard when you're upside down. But this is just, we want to be careful right there. Yeah. Yeah. But I think you know, it's just hard to do. Yeah, it's really hard. I know when you're hyperextended, it feels straight when they're like that, and then it's so much work to get it out. Okay, awesome, you guys. Woo! Let's do a couple of back bends, shall we? Oh, so you can do an easy one. Put a block under your hips. Yeah. No, it's not a real question. All right, on your backs. So really, though, you could do a restorative back bend, a supported back bend. You could take your block and in like bridge pose, knees bent, feet flat, lift your hips and just place your block into your sacrum and just lie like this if you need less. Or we'll do a couple rounds. We'll do 3 rounds of back bends. We'll start with bridge, and then I know some of you guys are working on Urdhvanurasana, or if we want to come into a bigger back bend, that's fine. Or we'll just do bridge pose 3 times. Or feel free to take the supported option and just lay like that the whole time. Or at any point. Wow, how many options can you possibly have? Okay, knees bent, feet flat. I'm gonna take away a lot of them right now. Pull your heels in towards your hips. Yeah, have your feet about hip distance apart and a tiny bit of pigeon toeing, so just a little toes in, heels out. Keep those big toes rooting down. Curl the tailbone under and gently lift your hips away from the floor. Yeah, go ahead and interlace your fingers underneath you. Tuck as much as you can the outer upper arm under your ribs. Right, really wrap it under. If you can get your arms to straighten and the pinkies to press down into the floor, go ahead and do that. Yeah, and then the work becomes trying to move the chest towards your chin, towards that back wall, without sending it all into your lower back. So keep curling the tailbone under and trying to press your chest to your chin. Yeah, they're best friends, and they've been apart all class. Good, you guys. Nice, Lon, watch your toes, toes in. And then slowly, when you're ready, come on down. And we'll do 2 more. So you could do that again, or you could do Urdhva Dhanurasana, coming up into the bigger wheel pose, or put the block under there and do the supported version. So wherever you're at, if you're coming into full Urdhva Dhanurasana, keep those elbows in, right? They want to splay, but keep wrapping the outer upper arm into the midline. Puff your chest. And then think about lifting the sternum up. Yeah. Ooh, did your foot slip? That scared me. Okay. I'm like, oh. That's funny. Well, it's good to laugh. Yeah. Nice, Maya. Arms straight. Squeeze those forearms. Yes. Very nice. Just watch that standing foot. The toes like to point out. Yeah, I do the exact same thing. It's hard to keep the toes straight. It really is. I do the same thing. Nice, you guys. Okay. Good. If you've done your 3, I'll know you're done when you hug your knees into your chest. Don't feel rushed. If you're not done, finish. But I'll know you're done when you're hugging your knees in. That'll be my cue that you've finished with your back bends. Yes, exactly. So if you happen to be at that point and you are hugging your knees into your chest, sorry, microphone, notice how your back feels, right? And what we're looking for is more sensation in the upper back, more sensation in the thoracic spine where the ribs are, and less sensation in the lower back. So if you're feeling a lot of stuff in your low back, toes in, Reagan, know that you need to curl that tailbone under more, right? And we need to work on trying to move the ribs more. It's hard to do, though. It's a big challenge in our back bends. Okay, I think everybody's caught up. Let's keep the right knee hugging in, send the left leg long along the floor, and take a variation anyway of Supta Padangusthasana twist by bringing the right knee up and over the top and reaching the right arm out to the side. So maybe your right knee comes to the floor, maybe it doesn't. It's really not that big of a deal, but just see where you're at. And then you could do with your feet wide, just bend your knees and plant your feet wide, and then just let your knees kind of plop over. And then you could pick up your left foot and put it on the outer part of your right knee, and it'll get a nice little stretch. Yeah, here we'll go like this. I know, right? So you're going to start, come back this way, like this, and then let all this kind of plop over, and then you can do that. And then lie back. And how does that feel? Yeah, so that's nice. And then this top arm, if it's comfortable for it to kind of hang up there, it can, or just do whatever you want with it. But it just gives more length to that side. You're welcome. All right. Pregnant yoga. It's nice. All right, good, you guys. Back up to center. Like there's a hair on me. And then over to the other side. So right leg long, left knee in, and take it on over. Notice the difference between the two sides. There is often a difference from one side to the other. So just notice how this side feels. Feel free to reach the left arm. Feel free to turn the gaze to the left. And maybe even use the right hand, which a lot of you are already doing, on top of your knee, just to give it a little extra stretch, if you want to. But like always, not trying to force anything. Just see where your body's willing to go right now. So we're cooling it down. Finally. Good job, you guys. That's the beauty of the 90-minute class. You really get to do everything, which is nice. Well, I'm not sure if you think it's nice right now, but you'll think it's nice in a little bit. Afterwards, you're like, oh, I feel so much better. Yeah, we did all that stuff. Awesome. Back up to center. Hug your knees in. I think we have time to come up to sit. So let's rock and roll forward and back a couple of times. Come on up, Dandasana, Paschimottanasana. Countering a little bit more the back bends. So, sitting up nice and tall. Yeah, so we are in Dandasana, seated staff. Firm your legs, press the backs of the thighs, flex your feet, lift your chest. If it's uncomfortable to sit here, which most of you guys look fine, but you can always sit up on a blanket or bend your knees. That helps too. Reach the arms up and overhead. Get nice and long, reach and stretch, inhale. As you exhale, lengthen forward, sternum to the toes. Grab what you can reach, so it may be the feet, it may be your ankles or your shins or your knees. If you have a strap, you can do that. Inhale up halfway, glide your shoulder blades down your back, and then sending the heart forward, lengthen towards your toes. The idea is not to get your forehead to your knees, but rather to really lengthen, and as if you could, your sternum to your toes. Right, to lie the low belly first on your thighs so that the hips are really folding forward. Yeah, and then the bottom ribs, top, chest, finally the chin to your shin somewhere usually. Good, you guys. So I know, at this point, you really want this pose to be easier. You want it to be really soft, but the true pose is not. It's kind of worky. You're firming your legs, hopefully pressing the backs of the thighs into the floor, flexing the feet, and then working those shoulder blades down your back to help send your heart through and forward. Take a couple more breaths like this. Yes, you guys. And then stay in your forward fold, stay with your Paschimottanasana, but just slowly start to relax it. So now you're going to do all those things I told you not to do. You're going to go ahead and do, and let your feet relax. And let your arms soften, and let your shoulder blades get wide, and let your head just kind of plop, and let your legs relax, and turn this into the zero effort forward fold that you wanted it to be from the start. Yeah, and just hang here, and if you're hanging and you're like, this is killing my neck, you can support your head with your hands or use your block, but if you like the stretch, just let it hang, because some of you probably, think it feels nice. In any case, take a couple more breaths here and just really try and soften and relax. Let your upper back just widen. Yeah, and then nice and easy. One vertebrae at a time, slowly rolling up. Okay. Soles of the feet together, Baddha Konasana. Pull your heels in as close as they'll go, whatever that is for you in your range of motion today. You could press the entire sole of your foot together, big toes and everything, or just have the pinky toe sides pressing. Either way is also fine. Inhale and lift your chest. Sit up nice and tall and start by just reaching out through the knees, right? Try and lengthen from the inner thigh out. Relax your shoulder blades down your back. And then just slowly start to reach your heart forward. Right, you may not get very far. Same like in Paschimottanasana, we're trying to have more or less neutral spine. So again, not trying to round and get the forehead to the feet, but really just trying to lengthen forward and hinge at the hips. You can use your elbows to press the knees a little wider. Maybe you fold all the way forehead to the floor. It's such a nice stretch. If you feel your sit bones get a little light, that's okay. Don't worry about that too much. We don't want them flying a foot into the air, but they might lift a tiny bit off the floor, and that's okay. Good, you guys. There is a version of this where they're not on the floor at all because you're sitting on your feet. So anybody wants to do that, go ahead. Probably Ben could, but I don't know about anybody else.
Do you know how many work the one where you pull your feet like up?
Oh, you just have to kind of keep doing it. It's just one of those. Iyengar does one where he puts his foot in his armpit, which I can't quite manage, but yes, it's crazy. God, Iyengar, he's just a marvel. All right, slowly come on up. I guess after 80 years, you can do all sorts of wacky things. Knees together. Use your hands. Although to his credit, he probably could do that after 20 years of practice. Okay. Let's come lie on our backs. We'll do a hip stretch from lying down. Hold on to the backs of your legs. Roll on back. So once you get back here, we'll start with thread the eye of the needle. Cross the right ankle over the left knee. Grab onto the back of your left thigh or the shin too. They both work. pull it on in. Now, some of you have really stretchy hips, and this isn't going to be enough, and you're going to want a little bit more stretch. So in that case, you'll get the foot into the crook of your left elbow and the knee, well, this is all your right leg, your right knee into the crook of your right elbow, and just kind of hug your shin in towards your chest and let your left foot come to the floor. You can keep the left knee bent, or if you want to slowly start to work the left leg straight, that'll give you more stretch. Drawing the shin in towards your chest will give you more stretch. If anybody would like more beyond that, call me over. There are all kinds of things we can do to deepen the stretch. Yes, good, you guys. Start to find a little ease here. Yeah, that's great. Relax your eyes and your jaw. All right, I know that your arms are having to do a little bit of work here, but just check in and see if maybe there's work that they're doing that they don't need to do, because sometimes when we start to do this, like other things will start to work just out of habit. So how much can you soften and still stay with this nice big hip stretch? And really start to let go and melt into the floor. Yeah, good, you guys. Just about 5 more breaths on this side. So really relax. Christine, you could let your foot rest on the floor. Yeah, there you go. So we get in such a habit of working. We think everything's going to be working. Good. Awesome. Whenever you get to that 5th breath, feel free to just release and let your legs come straight. If you're in the reclined pigeon pose and hugging your shin in towards your chest, you can kind of let the heel come towards the groin and come into sort of a half lotus to come out of this, and then let the right leg just kind of release on its own. And of course, we'll do the other side. So starting in thread the eye of the needle, left ankle over the right knee. Grabbing onto the back of the thigh or maybe even your shin. Start to pull that contraption in. And if you want more, again, hugging the left shin in towards your chest, you can cradle it in your forearms. You could also do kind of a little forklift thing and hook it this way if that feels better. It doesn't really matter. It's the action of pulling the shin in towards your chest that will deepen the stretch. Maybe the right leg gets straight, maybe it doesn't, but try and relax. Breathe here, let your head rest on the floor. Your right leg really doesn't need to be doing much of anything, so that can rest as well. Either leg, actually, it's really your arms that are doing all of the work at this point. Good, you guys. So this is a little bit less intense hip stretch than, say, upright pigeon or double pigeon. But still, hip stretching is hip stretching, and sometimes it, stirs stuff up. So just notice how you're feeling. Notice if the mind is kind of racing around and telling you all sorts of crazy stuff. Just let all that go. And like we did at the beginning of class, come back to your breath. Here too, the ujjayi, right? The ujjayi saves us from the chatter. That's the goal of our yoga practice, really, to calm the mind, to still the chatter. Yogas chitti vritti nirodha, ceasing the turning of the mind, right? That's our purpose. So even here in these softer poses, can we just keep coming back to the breath? Keep coming back to the sensations in the body without panicking and running away, but just breathing it in and being here. And staying for just a few more breaths. Let's call it 5 breaths right now. Can you give into the stretch just a little bit more with every exhale? Can you soften and relax something? And maybe it's just the hip with every exhale, but maybe you relax your jaw too, and maybe your eyes, and your shoulders, and your belly. Whenever you get to that 5th breath, slowly, gently release and come out of this in whatever way really seems appropriate for you right now. Yeah, and then right here we are on the cusp of Savasana. If there's anything else that you want to do before you come into your Savasana, happy baby, or maybe one more reclined twist, or I don't know, any number of things you could do right now, but go ahead and finish up however you'd like. And if you're thinking like, why would I want to do anything else? I'm done. Then awesome, be done. Be in Shavasana. And to that end, right, prop yourself up if you'd like. If you want to do legs up the wall for Shavasana, great. If your low back's feeling a little tender, a blanket under your knees is quite nice. I'm going to turn the light off so we'll have a little less light in your face for Shavasana. But get comfortable, right? The main thing, beyond, like, of course there's a shape like there is for everything, but it's not so much about getting into that shape as it is about being comfortable and being able to really relax and let your practice just sink into your body. So that said, if you can, legs and arms just extending out. I would say feet about as wide as your mat, or maybe even wider if you want to. Arms as close in or as wide out to the side as you'd like, but palms up if you can. Relax the shoulder blades down your back one last time. Get everything kind of even side to side. Close your eyes. And let's take one last nice big inhale through your nose. Fill up. Take a little pause at the top and let it go. And that's it. You're done. Sink in. Give into gravity. Melt into the floor. So we let our practice just sink into the body, and at the same time, we just give it all away and let it go. Lie here, easy, heavy, soft. Savasana. Bless you. And slowly start to deepen your breath. Just gently bringing your awareness back into your body. Maybe wiggle your fingers and your toes. Maybe give the arms an easy stretch overhead. Stretch out through the legs. Take your time. As you're ready, hug your knees in towards your chest. Give them a little easy squeeze. Roll softly onto your right side. You can use the right arm as a pillow for your head if you like, but just lie there for a breath or two. Let that nice easy feeling of Savasana just linger for a little bit longer. And then when you're ready, pressing the floor away, making your way up to sit. Just sit however you're comfortable. Take a moment and just close your eyes and check in. And notice what's shifted, what's different from when you came into the room this morning. Show yourself some gratitude for taking the time for your practice, for showing up, which is the hardest part, and working hard. It matters when we show up for ourselves, so take a moment and just acknowledge that. And bringing the hands to the heart. Press your palms together. Nestle your thumbs into your sternum. We'll close our practice by joining our voices in a single Om. So we'll take a nice big inhale together. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, bowing in, grateful again, grateful for everything this time, all of it. And thank you guys so much for practice today. I really appreciate it. Have an awesome rest of your Sunday. Namaste. Namaste. Thanks, you guys. Good work today, everybody. All right. We're going to do some more back bends in a couple hours. For those of you that want to do back bends at 2 o'clock, we'll be rocking it out. What else? Oh, next Sunday is Easter. This has been my giant debate of whether or not I should have class on Easter Sunday or not. And I don't know. I'm totally torn between, I don't know what my mom wants me to do. That's the problem. I don't know. That's the problem. She's in Germany. I don't know. Would you come to class if we had class? Would people, it's Easter, right? So I don't know. How do you guys feel about that?